Hey y'all, it's your boy Sean O'Boogie, aka Sean Thomas Ronan O'Brien, aka Seanage, aka SOB, aka the Roman Candle Robber, aka they go on forever. We're not here to discuss all that or why I have so many AKAs, right? Whew, there are stories behind everyone. They're funny too. I'm here to talk about EFT tapping meditation and give you the basics about EFT tapping meditation, right? I'm going to drop a couple other videos that are EFT tapping meditations as well. One is going to be doing the EFT tapping meditation with an intention, which is an awesome way to do it. That's how I started doing EFT tapping meditation. I just found just doing the EFT tapping without the intention all the time much more valuable. You have to find out what works best for you. And then I'll do another EFT tapping meditation, which I love to do. It encompasses a little bit more. What I do is I have a metronome, a drum machine really, playing like a cool rhythmic drum beat, 4/4 bar, right? And it's at 5.5 seconds. Right, so that comes out to about, I think, 46.3 or something like that. I do it anywhere on the beats per minute, anywhere between 44 beats per minute and 48 beats per minute, right? Roughly 5.5 seconds on the inhale and 5.5 seconds on the exhale. And what that is, that's called heart-brain coherence. Breathing technique, and I do those two together, and that's like magical. Before we get there, I want to just give you the basics about EFT tapping meditation. EFT tapping meditation for me has been absolutely life-changing. I am a long-time meditator. I consider myself on both ends, right? On one end, a subject matter expert on meditation, and on the other end, a beginner, right? I consider myself a beginner because every day is a new day. I have something to learn new every day. So I like to come into it fresh as a beginner every day. So if you're sitting there watching this video and you're new to meditation, like, welcome. So am I, right? Even though I've been doing it for 35 years, right? I have other videos that talk about myths about meditation. We're not going to get into that, right? But everybody can meditate. Everybody can meditate, right? So EFT tapping meditation, it involves a little bit of it kind of marries Eastern and Western medicine and philosophies together. What it does is, are you familiar with Chinese acupuncture? Okay, so they're sticking needles in what are called meridian points, which are basically like energy areas on our body. And, what the tapping does is it massages it opens it up. It gets like the energy, maybe that is stagnant. It gets it open and flowing, right? So we're going to be focusing on, in the EFT tapping, we're going to be focusing on nine meridian points on our body. It's mainly the head and a little bit of this area, okay? There's really no wrong way to do this, right? No right or wrong way to do it. I think the only wrong way to do it is to not do it, right? Please practice this. Again, this has been life-changing for me. I'm internally a completely different human being as a result of a few things. And EFT tapping meditation and meditation in general has been one of the things that have completely transformed my internal state. I would say, shadow work, right? But shadow work isn't complete until you do shadow integration. That has been a big part of my internal change. My transformation has been the shadow work, and more importantly, the shadow integration, right? That, meditation, breath work. I am in recovery, so I've done the steps. The step work was definitely very helpful, but I sit here, if y'all know me, you're going to have a good experience getting to know this different me, I guess, man, because I just have a much different perspective, much different internal state, like just on everything, man. And it's beautiful, right? I like to get myself to the point where I'm unshakable, and I go about my day, my conscious day, like in a meditative state, right? And a big part of that has been this EFT tapping meditation, right? So it's enough of the talking. Let's get right to it, man. I want to, make this video short. Try to do it under 10 minutes. All right. So tapping, right? We're gonna start out on this part right here, the fleshy part of the hand, right below the pinky, right above the wrist, right? The fleshy part. You're gonna tap it, right? As you can see, I'm tapping it with like all 4 fingers. You can tap it with 2. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I like to do 2 hands together, or maybe alternate, like a little tapping here, a little tapping here, tapping like this, okay? So you start out this part. I'm gonna have to take everything off because the next part you're gonna go to is right here above the, right at the eyebrow, above the eye, kind of where like the unibrow would be, right like there, you see? Okay, you're gonna tap there. After you tap there, get your flow, get your rhythm going. You're gonna move to the outer part of the eye by the temple, almost. See what I'm doing? Okay? Tap there for a bit. You do it slow. Get your own rhythm, whatever works. I use lots of different rhythms. Sometimes fast, sometimes alternating, like sometimes just one. So after that, you're going to go to underneath the eye. Now be careful when you make this move because you don't want to poke yourself in the eye. I've done that a couple of times. And it feels good, man. It's like very self-soothing, massage style. It's like nice, man. All right, after underneath the eye, you're going to move to the upper lip, under the nose, above the lip. Right here. You can do it like this, with like this part of your finger, right? You can do it all. I like the symmetry of doing it all, both hands at once. After there, you're going to move to below your bottom lip and above your chin. I guess kind of almost a little bit above the cleft point, part, if you had one, right here. And then after this, we're going to move down to our upper body. We're going to move to our collarbone, clavicle area. Get a little weird there if you're doing 2 hands. Not weird, but just awkward, like placement-wise. Okay? And then the next spot we're going to go to is underneath the armpit. Ladies, it's kind of like the bra line. Fellas, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with a woman's bra line, so just picture that. Tap that for a bit. And then finally, you're going to come to the top of the head. And that completes one round of EFT tapping meditation. To recap, we're going to start out the fleshy part of the hand. Where do we go after that? Eyebrow, right? Unibrow style. After that, we go to the outer part of the eyebrow, kind of the temple. After that, right underneath the eye. Then underneath the nose, upper lip, to the chin-ish area, to the collarbone, to the bra line, and finally, top of the head. I like to rest my hands on my knees after that. Take some deep breaths, really kind of feel what's happening, because there's shit happening, man. It's awesome. I like to do 3 of those. Again, you know, sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less, sometimes I do it for 20 minutes, sometimes I do it for 2 minutes. Figure out what works for you. It's a meditation practice. You need to practice it. However, I will say this. You will feel results after doing it one time. Like, drop in the comments what results you feel. Let's get some community and some connection and conversation going on about that. All right. Thank you for your time. But about 11 minutes. I said 10, so a little bit of how you doing. All right. Take it easy.